Welcome to Bayanat, an open-source data management tool that SJAC developed for preserving and analyzing large amounts of data, including evidence of human rights violations. Bayanat allows users to link different pieces of evidence and build cases for use in accountability processes. SJAC began developing Bayanat from scratch in 2019, drawing on SJAC's prior experience with the data analysis tool it had used since 2014. In 2020, SJAC launched Bayanat as a tool for human rights organizations conducting documentation work in modern conflicts. For the past 10 years, SJAC has developed and refined its own analysis methodology based on international humanitarian law to standardize its analysis processes and meet evidentiary standards required by accountability mechanisms. To date, SJAC has used Bayanat to preserve and analyze over 3 million pieces of data depicting evidence of human rights violations in the Syrian conflict. While SJAC created Bayanat in response to its own documentation needs, SJAC staff have envisioned this tool as a public good that could benefit other organizations working to document human rights violations and atrocity crimes. SJAC is currently partnering with human rights organizations around the world to provide this low-cost, open-source data management solution to assist them in their documentation work. Bayanat is able to manage large amounts of data across multiple formats, including videos, documents, images, and profiles of people or entities. Bayanat has a Python backend and a modern material design UI. It's easily deployable via native installation or by using Docker containers, which allow users to deploy Bayanat with one line of code across multiple platforms. As a relational database, it allows users to link different pieces of evidence and build larger pictures of incidents, which is critical in building legal cases. Bayanat also contains a powerful custom search feature with parameters like evidence source, location, and tags for specific violations to help users quickly identify the information they're looking for. Bayanat can be adapted to meet the needs of different organizations and contexts. For example, organizations using Bayanat have the option to adopt SJAC's analysis methodology and tagging system, or create their own tags that better fit their own needs. Finally, SJAC's policy for data ownership in Bayanat means that organizations who use Bayanat keep complete ownership and control of their own data. To host their data, organizations can choose whatever solution best fits their unique needs and security conditions, either using an offline server or a cloud-based storage system. SJAC's IT team strives to respond quickly to requests from partners. SJAC releases updates to Bayanat every 3 to 4 weeks with detailed upgrade instructions and provides free support on GitHub. In the past year, part of our IT team's significant progress on Bayanat includes the addition of several new features and tools, some of which we'll showcase now. Bayanat's node visualization tool displays relationships between linked pieces of evidence in Bayanat and the people or entities associated with them. Instead of viewing these linked items in a list format, the relationship visualization tool allows users to see all pieces of data linked to a given item. The blue bubbles represent pieces of evidence relevant to this incident. The green bubbles are individuals or groups, and the peach bubbles are locations. Zooming in on any of the bubbles reveals the title of that item, while control-click on any of the bubbles brings up the entire item for users to easily view. Double-clicking on any item will bring up the additional items that are linked to that one. SJAC recently created an access control feature, which allows administrators to share subsets of data in Bayanat with certain users of the system. This feature keeps sensitive data safe by restricting access by unauthorized users. Organizations dealing with accountability mechanisms or with consultants working on specific projects can share data with anyone who needs it, while still ensuring that sensitive data remains restricted. For organizations responding to requests to share items from the database, users can benefit from Bayanat's newly released export tool. This tool allows users to request admin approval to export select items in the database in either JSON, PDF, or CSV formats. Users can also include media attached to these items in their finished export product. SJAC's IT team is in the process of making changes to Bayanat's administrative configuration to make it more customizable for administrators. With the current configuration, an IT specialist must go into the backend and change system settings. With the new changes, the configuration is moved to GUI, and administrators can customize their Bayanat installation to their own needs. For example, they can enable or disable import tools, change the default center of the map, change terms for administrative location levels, and much more. Bayanat is constantly being improved, and new features are launched regularly. SJAC recently received additional funding to create features that make Bayanat more secure and more accessible to organizations with limited technical capacities. Additional security tools, such as an upgraded activity monitoring tool, an alert and notification system, and physical security keys will help enhance Bayanat's security for users and administrators. To ensure that Bayanat is as user-friendly as possible, SJAC is currently working with an organization specialized in user-centered design to conduct usability testing for Bayanat. SJAC is also in the process of localizing Bayanat for additional languages. Bayanat is currently available in English, Arabic, Ukrainian, and French. Farsi, Chinese, and Spanish will also be available in the next year. SJAC can make Bayanat available in other languages as well, based on demand from user organizations. Bayanat is open source, and the source code is available for free. SJAC's IT and analysis teams can provide a range of services and training options to help your organization adopt Bayanat. To learn more about Bayanat, please visit bayanat.org. Use the email address below for questions or to set up a live demo of Bayanat.